Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Constellation Brands, the company behind Corona beer and other alcoholic beverages. We're going to look at why they just sold off a bunch of their wine business and are paying off some big debts. It's like they're cleaning house and getting ready for something new. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we chat about all things business and finance, so make sure to check that out. This report is called an 8K, which companies file to announce major events. The most recent event was on June 20, 2025. It looks like Constellation Brands issued a news release about selling off a big chunk of its wine and spirits business. Specifically, it mentions that it has completed the sale and in some cases given exclusive rights to use the brand names of some of the company's wine and spirits to the wine group. This mainly involves its less expensive wine brands. They also sold off things that go with the business, like wineries, vineyards, offices, and other facilities. In another news release, Constellation said they are going to pay off all of their outstanding 4.75% senior notes due 2025 and 5.00% senior notes due 2020 took out, and promised to pay back with interest, and they are deciding to pay them off now. So to recap, Constellation Brands sold off a portion of their wine business on June 2, 2025. That same day, they also announced that they're going to pay off some of their debts, specifically those notes or loans that were due in 2025 and 2026. It looks like there were $900 million 25 and 2026. It looks like there were $900 million worth of these notes outstanding. So it's a pretty big move. Now let's see the official exhibit filings. These often hold the true story. So what does all this mean? Well, Constellation Brands is making some big changes. They're getting rid of some of their less profitable wine brands and focusing on other parts of their business. By paying off debt, they're also making their financial situation stronger. Let's take a step back and think about why a company like Constellation Brands might do this. The alcohol industry is always changing and companies need to adapt to stay competitive. Sometimes that means selling off parts of your business that aren't performing as well as they used to. Also, interest rates have been rising, so getting rid of debt makes sense to some extent. These moves could make Constellation Brands stronger in the long run. By focusing on their core brands and reducing debt, they could be setting themselves up for future growth. It seems like the company is trying to simplify its business and focus on areas where it sees the most potential. So what are my final thoughts on Constellation Brands? I think the company is taking a smart approach by streamlining its operations and reducing debt. The alcohol industry is competitive and companies need to be nimble to stay ahead. While selling off part of their business might seem like a step back, it could ultimately make them stronger. One possible weakness is relying too much on a few key brands. If consumer tastes change, that could hurt the company's performance. Overall, Constellation Brands seems to be on the right track. They're making tough decisions to position themselves for future success. Only time will tell if these moves pay off, but I'm cautiously optimistic about the company's prospects. Alright, that's our breakdown of Constellation Brands' latest moves. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description where we talk about all things business and finance. Thanks for watching. See you next time.